Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to dive into a question that might seem simple, but actually unlocks the secret of how our whole world works. Why do we use money? Why can't we just trade the things we have for the things we want? Let's imagine a little girl named Ananya. Ananya is a super creative kid who loves to draw. One sunny afternoon, she's working on her masterpiece, a beautiful drawing of a magical castle. Suddenly, snap, her last pencil breaks. The lead is all gone. Oh no. She needs a new pencil, and she needs it now. Ananya looks around her room. What does she have that she could trade? Her eyes land on a shiny, red toy car. It's a really cool car, with wheels that spin super fast. Perfect, she thinks. I don't play with this car much anymore. I'm sure the shopkeeper will want it. So Ananya grabs the toy car, puts it in her pocket, and heads down to the local corner store, the one run by the friendly shopkeeper uncle. She walks in, the little bell on the door tinkling cheerfully. "Hello, uncle," she says, her voice full of hope. "I'd like to get a new pencil, please." The shopkeeper smiles. "Of course, Ananya. Which one would you like?" "We have the sparkly ones, the ones with erasers on top ... Ananya picks out a bright yellow pencil with a big pink eraser. It's exactly what she wanted. "I'll take this one," she declares. Then, with a proud little flourish, she pulls the red toy car out of her pocket and places it on the counter. "I'd like to trade this for the pencil," she says. The shopkeeper uncle looks at the toy car. He picks it up, inspects it, and even gives the wheels a little spin. It's a nice car for sure, but then he looks at Ananya with a kind but thoughtful expression. "Ananya," he says gently, "this is a wonderful toy car. But I can't take this for the pencil." Ananya's face falls. "But why not? It's a really good car." "I know it is," the shopkeeper replies, "but you see, I don't need a toy car. I already have a few at home for my own kids. What I need is to pay my rent for this shop. I need to buy more pencils and notebooks to sell. I need to buy groceries for my family tonight. The landlord, the stationery supplier, and the grocer. None of them will accept a toy car as payment. This is the core problem with trading, or what we call a barter system. For a trade to work, you need something called a double coincidence of wants. It's a fancy term, but it just means that I have to want exactly what you have, and you have to want exactly what I have, at the exact same time." In Ananya's case, she wanted the pencil, and the shopkeeper had the pencil. That's one half of the equation, but the shopkeeper didn't want her toy car. The coincidence wasn't double, so the trade failed. Imagine this on a bigger scale. Let's say you're a baker, and you make the most delicious bread in town. You need a new pair of shoes, so you go to the shoemaker. "I'll give you 10 loaves of bread for those shoes," you say. But what if the shoemaker is on a diet and doesn't eat bread? Or what if she just baked her own bread this morning? She doesn't want your bread. She might tell you, "I don't need bread, but I do need some new glasses." So now you, the baker, have to find an optometrist who wants bread. Trade your bread for glasses you don't need, and then take those glasses to the shoemaker to trade for the shoes you wanted in the first place. It's confusing, it's complicated, and it takes a ton of time. And what about value? How many loaves of bread is a pair of shoes worth? 10, 20. What if they're really fancy shoes? And how does that compare to a new shirt or a haircut? It gets messy very quickly. You'd spend more time negotiating than actually getting things done. This is where money comes in and saves the day. The shopkeeper uncle continues his explanation to a curious Ananya. "See," he says, "what I need is money, because money is special. It's something that everyone agrees has value. When you give me money for the pencil, I can use that same money to buy my groceries. The grocer can then use it to pay his employee. The employee can use it to buy a movie ticket. The movie theater can use it to pay their electricity bill. Money is like a universal language of value. It's a medium of exchange. It's something that everyone, everywhere in our community, agrees to accept as payment for goods and services. It solves the double coincidence of wants problem because the shopkeeper doesn't have to want a toy car. He just wants money, which he knows he can use to get whatever he actually needs. Think of money as a placeholder for value. When you work a job, you trade your time and skills for money. You are storing your work's value in that money. Later, you can take that stored value and exchange it for anything you want or need, whether it's a pencil, a pizza, or a new video game. You don't have to find a pizza place that needs your specific job skill in return for a slice. You just give them money. This system makes life so much more efficient. It allows for complex economies to exist. It lets people specialize. The baker can just focus on making the best bread. The shoemaker can focus on crafting the best shoes. They don't have to worry about becoming expert traders on the side. They can just sell their products for money and then use that money to buy whatever they need from other specialists. So, Ananya learns a big lesson that day. She understands that while her toy car is valuable to her, and maybe to another kid who wants a car, it's not universally valuable. Money, on the other hand, is she runs home, gets a few coins from her piggy bank, and comes back to the store. She proudly pays the shopkeeper uncle the correct amount for the pencil. "Thank you, Ananya," he says with a big smile, handing her the new pencil. "Now you can go finish that beautiful drawing." Ananya did just that. It allows farmers to trade their crops for tractors, doctors to trade their skills for a home, and a little girl to trade some saved-up allowance for the perfect yellow pencil to finish her masterpiece. So the next time you use a coin or a bill to buy something, remember the story of Ananya and her toy car. You're not just handing over a piece of metal or paper. You are participating in a brilliant human invention that solved an ancient problem and allows our society to function and flourish. It's the reason we can all get what we need, even if we don't have a toy car to trade. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found this explanation helpful, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more curious questions answered. Let me know in the comments what you would have traded for a pencil as a kid. See you in the next one.